Design. How are you? I'm back for another week of fun with you guys. Oh, I'm just gonna open up my camera here and hey, here I am. Hi, and how are you? Just checking on my streams like I always do. I see I'm on YouTube. Hey, friends on YouTube. Great. Sweet. So if you're watching, say hello. Tell me where you're from. Okay, cool. So today we're going to be doing, or I'm going to be making a card from the Piece to You stamp set. Oh my gosh, my face is really close. Woo! Okay, there I am. Yes, so from the Piece to You stamp set, and it's a really beautiful set. Let me just show you if you can see, so you can see what it looks like. It's geared toward your more religious and traditional Christmas card, and there it is. Just lovely. And you can see my ring light too shining on it, so it's a bit of a glare. My apologies for that. And good times. Whoops, you can see my arm. I'm just moving my cameras around so you don't get a lot of feedback or any of that kind of noise. I think last week we had a bit of noise when I was recording. Okay. Anyway, so we're going to be making a card with that. So with that in mind, let's just jump right in. So as I said, this is the Piece to You set. It's so fantastic. It's really wonderful for those traditional Christmas cards, as I said. And today we're going to jazz it up a bit. We've got Starry Sky and several of our Stampin' blends to kind of make this all sorts of pretty. All right. So let's begin. So this is a cling stamp set. It's on that red rubber. That's really cool. You can see here on the back, I took one of the stamps out. It's mounted already. You can see the beautiful detail. And you can see on the other side, I stuck the stickers on so that I know which stamp sets they are. They cling really nicely to the plastic case. Swoop. Okay. So today we're going to make a card that is just our standard A2 as it's called. 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. I'm just going to put some stuff to the side so that it is out of our way. And we're going to be making a card with this stamp. We're going to start with that guy. So from the card I chose, so if you want to get your little pieces together, real red in the standard, I cut it in half at 5 1/2, and then I folded, excuse me, at the 4 1/4 mark, 4 1/4 inch mark, that is. We're also going to be playing with this lovely glimmer paper. It's metallic and shimmer paper, sorry. That is in the mini catalog. Today we're going to be using this one. It's from this evergreen color, Evening Evergreen. And I love the cascading gold at the bottom of the sheet. Or you can make it the top, whichever way. And I've cut out a little portion of that for our card. Sweet. Okay. I'm just going to put this to the side, so that's also out of our way and not kind of bothering us. Okay. And I also cut, so this is the Evening Evergreen. I've cut to 2 3/4 by 5 inches, and then I cut a crumb cake mat to go all around it. And I think I'm just going to have it go this way, nonetheless. And of course, our piece of white cardstock here. This is 3 3/4 by 2 1/2. And this is where we're going to be stamping our image of this, the family. Okay. So like I said, we're going to be stamping with Starry Sky. This is an in color. That's just so pretty. Ready? Sorry guys, I'm just trying to get myself sorted out here. Okay, so it's a beautiful in color, one of the 5 in colors that arrived this June with the new catalog. I love this one. It's a very nice, it's deep blue. I'm just going to tap it on like that. You can see how nice and juicy the ink pad is. Just tap it on some more. Get it nice and inky. I'll put the pad to the side there. And I'm just going to eyeball it on. Just so. I'm going to align the bottom. La la la. Just like that. Give it a nice tap. Now don't rock your stamp. I'm sure for the pros you know that. Don't rock your stamp back and forth. It creates those little edges. Okay, so I'm going to remove it. Woo, beauty. Okay, I'm going to put the stamp to the side here. Doing a live, I don't know where to put my stuff. Okay, I put to the side. And now we're going to color it. Although you could just leave it like this. I'll put a real red matte on it, but like that. But I feel it looks a little plain. So we're going to color with all these markers. So these are the blends. This is a Tahitian Tide blend. This is light and dark. Tahitian Tide. That's also another in color for us. So take a look, see there. And then I'm going to use these natural tone blends as well for you know, all the color of the clothing and whatever else. Okay. So I'm using right now, I've got 100, 600, 500, 400 for the scene. Okay. I'm just going to begin with, I like to start with the darkest tone here. So this one, this is 100. I'm going to use this one actually for the staff that's being held here. Hopefully you don't see my hair with this webcam. Cool. And I do like coloring with the blends. They're alcohol markers and they just color so nicely. So I'm just using the fine tip area for the staff there. And put that to the side. Alrighty. So here I've got 400, 500, and 600. I labeled them with a sticker so I could see. 400 I think is the darker tone. So I'm going to color the outfit here. Creating some of the shadows and whatnot with this. I'm going to use the brush end. Just so. In the places where one would expect maybe some dark shadows. So in the, you know, in the creases, maybe here near the sash. So in these little tiny spots, I just kind of tap, tap, tap. I do a really light, gentle tap so that it doesn't blend over, splooge over. Okay, got that and a little bit of that. Here too, in the elbow and the arm crease there. Maybe where he's holding his staff. And there we are with that. I'm going to take some of the 500 and I'm going to color in there too. All right, let me just pop off that lid. Sorry, that was took me a little bit of time there. Okay, and then I'm just going to color again with the brush tip. Just so blending the 400 and 500 that I just laid down. Just so. Okay. You can do that in little circles so you don't see streaks. But what I like about our Stampin' Blends, they don't really streak. You know, as long as the ink is still wet. And there you go. It's just really lovely. And there we are. I'm just going to bring more of that color downward. Excuse me. So I did not stamp with the traditional memento ink. So this might just bleed a little bit, but not so much that it's, you know, that it creates havoc, shall I say, with the blends. Okay. And then I'm just going to do this, the tops here of this part of the outfit in the 500 natural tone blend. Now, why use natural tones rather than, say, one of the other blends in, you know, in I guess these like earth tony colors? Well, these kind of represent our skin tone. I think I just felt that they're a lot nicer. And because there's 10 of them, 10 tone blends to give me, there's so many options here to create that color and the gradient that I'm needing. Okay, so this one I'm going to finish off the outfit with 600. Just so. Okay. Again, you can see it starting to blend so nicely. Woohoo! Just going to color it in like that. And there we are. Same with this. And just get into those tiny, tiny areas with your fine tip, brush tip end of the marker. Blend very well. I find the blends are kind of forgiving, you know. Like I say, there you go. You can see the beautiful gradient in the color there. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to color the baby. Okay, our baby Jesus there. I'm also going to color in the same kind of tones here. Oh, there we go. Just going to, because it's so tiny and I don't want to get any on the hands. Okay. 400 here on the baby's blanket, and then 500. And blend that in with a brush tip. Okay. There we are. Okay, we'll do some of the faces. I'm just going to grab a couple more colors, or one more color in the sea of colors. There we go. Okay, I've got a 700 here. I'm going to color the faces first. I'm going to create some of the light shadows. See, I missed here this part here, the 600. Okay, looks good. Okay, so I'm going to just do some of the hands and the 600. Bit of the face like that, neck, and same here, 600. Hopefully you're not seeing my head. Just so. Then I'm going to blend them in with the 7 here. Whoopsie. Okay, say whoops because something fell off my desk. But I'll get it later. Just kind of differentiate there. Whoa, okay. And there we are. There we are. So that's just gonna dry itself. And the next I'm gonna do I'm just gonna do her veil there. I'm gonna start with this Tahitian Tide in dark. This one's light, sorry. This one's dark. And I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm just gonna create some, you know, some highlights here. Or low lights, but really just create some blending shadow. I'm going to do that with the fine tip. And here by the elbow. Okay. And there we are. There we are, mother. Then I'll use the light on the brush tip side to do this. Now don't be afraid to like move your card or your piece of your cardstock around to be able to get the angles you need to color. This is fun. And actually, if you have a big scene with your blends, this is really, for me anyway, relaxing and fun to do. I might not do this for, say, 100 cards if I was doing a mass production of them, but I could do this for maybe like 5 or 10. Yeah. There we go. Beautiful light. And there we are. And the next thing, of course, is the star. I have my Stampin' Right here. This is not a blend, but it's one of the markers that we have. This one's in crushed curry. Just gonna color it in just so. So this one will probably blend in a bit or ink up with the Starry Sky ink that I put on top, but still looks great. And there we are with the card itself. I'm just going to fix the bottom here, give it a better curve. It's not necessary, it's just for my aesthetic. And you can see that line, so I'm just going to blend that in. And there we go. Okay, lovely. All right, we're gonna get to the next part of the card. And here we go. Take a look. So we've got our red. I'm gonna put the markers away to the side. Put them away so they're not. There. The real red cardstock. We've got this, our base. I'm going to do that with this. And we need a sentiment. So let me just see here. So from there, I'm going to use this one called The Light of the World. Light of the And I'm also going to stamp the sentiment in the Starry Sky ink. So once this is all stamped up, this card is quite easy and fun to put together. And there you go, the light of the world. Isn't that beautiful? How lovely and easy this inks up. Using the red rubber cling mount sets. Okay. Next, I'm going to grab my favorite glue, the multi-purpose. I'm just going to go on the back here. I'm just going to use, there we go, just right there, just like that. Okay. This will go on our card. So I'm also going to take our metallic shimmer ribbon, evening evergreen. So this card is in the traditional Christmas colors of the red and green. Okay. I just love that. Oh, so beautiful. Okay. Let's put that here, like that. And then I'm going to adhere this card directly to this real red card base. I hope you're following along and finding this easy and fun. This was just a really quick card. It was fun to put together, and I'll show you some samples later of other things that I made with the same stamp set. So like that, let it just kind of stay that away. And I think we'll just put this like that. I'm going to find my dimensionals. I know I have them here. Here they are. I'm just gonna put a few on. Sweet. Just so. Okay. And I'm going to center this image just like, oops, like that. Okay. And it pops up so very nicely. You can see that there. Okay. I'm also going to add a piece of this gold shimmer ribbon. I love this so much. This is a really beautiful ribbon. It was brought back. It's a returning favorite from the previous year. It's going to cut off like that. I'm not sure how long that is. It's about 4 or 5 inches in length. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to adhere that to the side just like that for some extra bling. Yeah, so I'm going to use, let's see, what do I have here? Use my tear tape to do that. So tear tape is nice that way because literally you tear it. And I'm going to break it up a bit. And before I lay it down, I want to see where I'd like to lay it down. So I'm going to put a piece here. And the backing comes off quite nicely. Woohoo! I'm just going to do that. And then there's the second part. Put that there too. So I'm going to stick another piece, adhere another piece to the inside of this ribbon, I guess, or the inside. I'm not doing a bow. Just kind of take that off. And there we are. Some stuck on there. I'm going to trim this one a bit. I feel it's a little too long. It's gangly. And of course, do that. So, you know, you may not want to be so cavalier and do it while on the card. Maybe some of you have better measuring skills than I do, so that might not be your thing. And then I'm also going to put this, the light of the world, just like that. I'm actually going to pop that up with a dimensional as well. Put that right there in the center. And it's going to go just like so. All right. And there you have it. There's the card. I think we're going to add some bling. since why not? And let's see. So let's see what bling I do have for this. So I have bling, bling, bling. Yeah, of course I do have bling. I like to use, let's see. I still have a bunch of my adhesive backed sequins and gems, so I'm going to use this one. Would that be a good one? Or maybe, because it is gold. You know what? We're going to use this fresh. I keep calling it fresh freesia. It's not. It's I think it's Coastal Cabana, but it's all right. We will add some. It'll add some other dimension. We'll use this take your pick tool, and we will add the bling. This is always the hardest part for me. Where do I put the sparkly stuff? Because, you know, sometimes I just want to overload it. I'm just going to stick to 3, I think. Yeah, I'll just do like, there we go. 3, and I'm happy with that. And there we are. Put those things away, the gems. And here we are. Take a look. And this is the card. And this is a really quick one. A really fun one. We were able to color, get our blends in, and do all of that. These are the stamp set and the paper, the metallic and shimmer paper, and the ribbon are all available in this current mini catalog, June to December. So let me show you another card I made with the same image and a similar layout. And here this one is. This was using, it's not available anymore, sadly sold up, the free seafoam and pool party cards and envelopes. And for this backing, I made it a little bit thinner, more narrow. The silver and gold metallic designer series paper. I've used it before, I think, in other lives, and it's such a dream. Also, I stamped the same thing in Starry Sky, and it's just been fun. This is a similar card. The other thing with this stamp set, there's this church scene here, and there's some other sentiments that I've stamped with and showcased. So let me just show you some of those. Put the stamp set here for your reference. And these cards here for your reference. This card is one with a church scene I made for a swap with my team. And this one's in Cherry Cobbler. I used Cherry Cobbler card base. I used white embossing powder and heat embossing for the church scene. These pine and berry wreath stamp is from another set. So this is a good way to mix and match and combine sets. And yeah, no, and it turned out lovely. This is also Starry Sky. You can see Starry Sky is my favorite dark blue right now. And of course some of those embellishments. Another one I did was more of a minimalistic theme here. I used just the sentiment, peace to you at Christmas, and die cuts from the free tree lot dies that you can get right now through Celebration in white glimmer paper, and then just threw in a lot of these fresh freesia, I keep saying that, Coastal Cabana sequins all over it. Really minimalistic Christmas scene that way. This one was a fun one. So I used this dot and spots die. So right now that's free through Celebration as well. And I used the cutouts as confetti to create a shaker card with my church scene. I was going for snow. That was the look. Let me just see if I can find that dots and spots. Oh, here it is. Yep. And that is what it looks like. So I just took a sheet, small sheet here, this Tahitian Tide glimmer paper, and used the little cutouts, if you can see that, little cutouts for the confetti. And then finally this one I did for a stamp challenge, a card making challenge rather, and I made a gold frame, actually the same gold frame from last week's card, and I just used it here, this shimmer paper, and same thing, starry sky being my blue, and there you have it. And with these beautiful blue enamel dots. And there you have it. Those were all the cards that you can make. I mean, there's so many different ways that you can make your cards with just this one stamp set. It doesn't really take a lot. I mean, the images speak for themselves. They're so beautiful and so detailed. You can jazz up a traditional Christmas card like in that way. You know, stick to traditional colors and still make it so so effective, so beautiful. And when you give these out, here they are for you. Take a look at them all. Let me know in the comments which one's your favorite. Check them out on my blog, sheilaho.ca. I've been featuring them most of this week. And there you are. I hope you like them. Let me just get back to you here. Hi. Let's see. Okay, I'm just going to bring my camera back to me. Hey, thanks for watching, whether you're watching live right now or on the replay. Yeah, so this is such a beautiful set. One of the first ones I had to have. So this is something for you. Just know celebration ends in 10 days. To shop with me, here's my host code. And they've got more celebration items out. As I mentioned before, the sea foam and pool party cards and envelopes are gone. And I believe the tree lot dies are on the way out, but they have more celebration items here. So let's take a look, see. Let me see if I can pop that up. The dot and spots die right there in the center. It's one of them. And if you've got gifts to make, the craft boxes are really great too. So many other options, so take a look at that. Take a look at my blog and see what you'd like. Shop with me. I'm at sheilaho.stampitup.net. Here's my host code again. Yeah, there you are. Also, one more thing, a couple more things. September paper pumpkin. Woo, spooky treats. I can't figure out where my head goes. Spooky treats. I've received my August one, so I'm gonna play with that and do a live on that, and get you excited for these spooky treats. So if you want in on the spooky treats for Halloween, then I recommend that you get on that before September 10th. Just sign up with me, subscribe, and get those spooky treats. Okay, and also, now that we're heading into September, it's your time to plan for, if you're going back to school, if you are, your kids, or just summer holidays are over and you're going to plan the rest of your year. All these big holidays come here, Thanksgiving and everything else. If you sign up as a demonstrator with me by August 31st, you get this Making Plans collection, which includes the planner, the stickers, and the stamp set. So planning and planner creating and planner making is super hot right now in the crafting. I can't wait to see where this planner thing goes. I hope you would enjoy signing up with me. We have all kinds of things on our Facebook page. We've got challenges, card making challenges for fun to kind of get your creative juices going. We have monthly meetings and monthly meetings with prizes, and just a lot of great creativity with our team. So if that's something that interests you, send me a DM, and and let me know. Alright, and let me see here. Oh yeah, so if you Let me just put up my contact information if that's something you want to do. Rejoin or join Stampin' Up. If you were a demo before, you know how fun it is. I'm just going to get catalogs up here. So anyway, my contact information, you can DM me at sheilaho.design at all my socials. I'm on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Yeah, so send me a message there and I'll get back to you. I'm also on, you can also reach me through email, sheilaho.design@gmail.com. And of course, through my Stampin' Up page at sheilaho.stampinup.net. Alright, so next week I have something fun as well. Can't wait to see you 10 o'clock next Sunday. Okay, I'll see you then. Take care, everybody.